This is a KCCI editorial.
In my role, I've had many opportunities to visit Capitol Hill. I've met with Democratic and Republican members of Congress. On each visit, I'm always struck by the number of people who are waiting to meet with these same members of Congress. One visit, I shared the reception area with members of the Civil Air Patrol. Another time, it was a group of historians. But a particularly memorable visit was when the lawmaker I was meeting with took time to point out the First Amendment etched on the wall and pointed out the section that speaks specifically to petitioning the government for a redress of grievances. This is the hallmark of our democracy, and the Capitol building itself is the very symbol of this democracy. This week, we watched protesters breach this building. We watched as they attempted to use violence to alter the outcome of our most recent election. People died needlessly. In a series of dark months, this was the darkest day yet. There are a lot of emotions to describe what we saw, but the one that I'm filled with is sadness. America is supposed to be the bright, shining city on the hill. That is not what we saw this week. It turns out the pandemic we really need a solution for is the pandemic of anger we see across our country. But violence is no answer. We're a nation of laws and order. Those who attacked our Capitol and ripped down the American flag from the very building that is the symbol of our democracy must be held responsible. And those who helped incite the attack must be held accountable. But that's only the first step. We as Americans must start demanding that our leaders stop all the pandering to get votes and raise money and begin leading again. We as Americans must start working together to find solutions instead of creating bigger divides. We as Americans must start acting again like democracy matters and that it's worth saving. We'd like to say that our best days are ahead. We hope they are, but that will depend on each of us, you and me, believing and acting like our democracy matters.
KCCI welcomes responsible replies to this editorial.